we need to bring the date table as well here. We'll just reorganize this. Okay, although we don't have 5 points, so it will not be an exact star for us right now, but that's, you get the point, right? Yes, so we'll just drag and drop and it creates a one-to-many relationship. So we created one. Now from product ID to product ID, we created another relationship, and you will see that there is one on the dimension table and star mark on the sales table, which indicates one-to-many relationships. So that's what we're going to create. And here, one more thing is happening. We can call it a snowflake, because here one dimension table of customers is being connected to another dimension table. So that is snowflake. So it was a combination of star schema and snowflake schema. So now when we go on column, when we put on this matrix, we can put all the data over here and check. So even though the sales table did not contain the other data as of what was the product name or what was the customer name or anything, but because of the relationship established, now anything you put in, it comes, right? So you can take data from one table to another table because of the relationship established. See, now we have the product name and 2023 and 24 sales, anything like that. So this is how the relationship works. This is how the star schema works. And trust me, if you have built it correctly, it'll work wonderfully. But of course, if you have made certain mistakes, then this will not perform good. So you need to go back and check. See, we can try all sorts of combination and it's gonna automatically connect with, one table is gonna automatically connect with another and give you the correct results. Right. Now, okay, now what we need to do? We need to calculate the gross sales and the net sales amount, because on our sales table, we just have the quantity of sales, right? So we create a new column here, and then the column would be gross sales amount, right? Or maybe I think we can create a table first for just bringing the price to this table. So we'll create a new column, price equal to, right? We put in max. Now we put in max or min just for the sake of, there's no right justification over here, but we put max so that we take out the maximum value because we need to instruct Power BI something, right? So we see the maximum price is 97,000. So it's automatically bringing the price because, yes. So now when we bring, it's just bringing 97,000 to everything. So we need to use calculate and we need to put in a related table, right? So we put in related table and this is coming from products. So it needs, so we just connected that table with products and now it will bring the exact appropriate price for each of the product, right? So we have our prices here. You can note down the formula and you can study it and go deep into it. So like we have the price. Now instead of the price, we can simply write the gross sales amount and we can store this price formula in a variable. We can just put in a variable. We can name the variable price, right? Okay, we cannot name the variable price. So remember, I'm doing this wrongly. So it will not give me result because I think price is also a formula. So you have to give another name. So we will maybe just put it as SP, maybe for short for selling price. So we made a variable of that formula and then we write return SP into quantity. So this will straight away give us the gross sales amount. So we can do this to shorten and reduce the number of columns. When we check 22620 into 3, so it's giving 67,860, which is correct. Okay, now let's create another column. And in this column, we need to bring in the discounts. We need to bring in, so we have two discounts. We have the city discount and the payment mode discount. So let's bring out the payment discount. So we again use this calculate function wherein we bring the maximum of payment discount and the related table would be payment discount. And then similarly for city discount, we copy and paste the formula and bring in the city discount, and you will see for the first item we have 2% and 2% for both, because the payment mode is debit card, so 2% for that, and then it will check the city. So what we can do is we can create a total discount, and similarly we can store it on variables that is PD and CD. So we can simply, instead of 0.02 and 0.02, we can simply put it as 0.04 like this. Yes. So we have this and we don't need this column. So reducing the column increases your performance, reduces your PBIX file size. So it all makes sense. These are all good practices you should take note of, right? And we can change it to percentage, right? So if we want to check, our product ID is 42 and our customer ID is 382. So if you go back to the table and manually verify it, you can verify it. All right. So this is our total discount. So our net sales amount, we can put in a formula that is gross sales amount minus gross sales amount into the discount percentage. So it will give us the correct amount, and we can just use our calculator to, verify it, right? So 4% discount, and net of discount, the amount is 65,145. So yeah, it's correct. And it's a good practice to manually verify your calculations in the beginning, because it's good to detect it at early stages. So first one, as you see, 4%, which was our 2% and 2%. So product ID is 42 and customer ID is 382. So if you go, yep, and 2% over for the debit card discount, and then 2% over here, right? So customer ID is 382. We need to check the customer ID for 382 and which city it will belong to. And then, okay, the city, right? We just go here, 382, okay, and we see Mumbai. And then if we go to a city table, Mumbai is 2% discount, so 4%, that is absolutely correct. So similarly, we have a 4% discount and we have a net sales amount. So this, and now if we delete the relationships over here, we'll see that we are getting all sorts of weird results. So it has become 12% because it's taking the maximum values, right? If we delete this relationship as well between the customers and the city discount, you'll have 20% in all of them, because it does not have any relationship, so it'll just take the maximum values. And when we re-establish the relationship, we're back to normal.